Okay. So today we will be discussing about record types. Okay. So what is this record types? So the definition is record types are used to differentiate. Record types are used to differentiate page layouts and pick list values. Okay. So the definition is record types are used to differentiate page layouts and pick list values. Okay. So what it does, it differentiates the layouts and the pick list values. So layouts and pick list values, how it will do, let's see that. Okay. So now I'm going back to the sales application no, for better understanding. Okay. So what is an account here in Salesforce? Whom do we call as an account in Salesforce? Customer.
Company name. Yeah.
Customer. Customer is called as a account. Correct. Customer is called as an account. Now, if you see here, let's say, for example, there will be two types of customers generally, right? Two or more. There will be two types of customers. One individual customer, right? So individual customer means, let's say for example, Ramya. Okay, Ramya is an individual customer. Means, so Ramya went to bike showroom. Let's take the bike showroom example only. So Ramya went to bike showroom and she wants to buy a bike. So it is for her purpose, right? Some Ramya pays some amount, she buys a bike and she uses for her purpose, her own purpose, or maybe for family. Okay. So now Ramya is a individual customer. Like that, anyone in the class or anyone who is buying a product for themselves is an individual customer. Got it? Now, what is the next type of the customer? Business or corporate customer. So what is business customer means? So individual customer means they'll buy product for themselves. Correct? Business or corporate customer means who? So the company who is buying products for their employees. Okay. Company buying products for their employees. Okay. Let's say Cloud 360 bought 2 bikes for their employees. Okay. So individual means a person who is buying a product. Corporate or business means company buying a product and giving that product to the their employees for their business purpose. Okay. So here what I'm saying is Cloud 360 is buying 2 bikes and giving those 2 bikes to their employees for business perspective. Let's say I want to market my institute all over Karnool. Okay. So I bought a bike. Okay, I have taken 2 bikes and gave them 2 bikes and I have put in all the petrol and all and asking them to go and market my institute. So that one day they'll go to Pullareddy College, one day they'll go to Pullaya College and do all the marketing. They'll put all this banners, pamphlets, etc., etc. Like this to do the marketing job. I am buying a bike for them and giving bike from company side so that they can go and do marketing for my business. Okay. Now Cloud 360 is a account. Correct. Here in individual customer, Ramya is account or customer. In business perspective, Cloud 360 is the customer. Got it? Any questions here? Please, make sure you may have full attention here, because this concept is very interesting and very challenging also. Any questions? Any doubts till now,
Can
No,
you
sir.
explain
No, sir.
me again?
Ramya?
Can you explain me again?
Okay. So let's take you and me only. Okay. You are Ramya, right? So you are an individual person. You are going to company. You are going to bike showroom and you bought a bike. Okay. So when you bought a bike, what information you will give? Your name, correct? And what will give? Your phone number. Your phone number will give, and some email, and then you will pay the money and then leave it. Now, when you as a person go and buy a product, we call you as an individual person, individual customer, because you are buying buying a bike by paying money from your pocket only, and you are using it for your own purpose. Okay, you are individual customer. When it comes, let's say the Cloud 360, I have, for example, Daud and Sri are two employees I have, for example. Now, what I'm doing, I am buying a product, Cloud 360 company, which is mine. So I am buying two products, two bikes, and giving one to Daud and one to Sri. Okay, to do marketing or whatever job they are doing under in my company. To do that job, I am buying a bike and giving that to Daud and Sri. Now, in your case, you are the account and you are the contact, correct? Because it is for your purpose, you are buying a product. So you are the account and you are the contact. So let's say if there is any issue comes up, so whom they need to contact, or who you will contact, right? From your side only, you will contact, saying that, okay, my bike is not working. So you'll contact and they'll contact you. So in this case, if there is any issue happens, then I will not contact to them, right? So I am an only account. Cloud 360 is an account. Now, what are the contacts here? Daud is one contact and Sri is one contact. In your case, you are the account, you are the contact. In this case, business account case, I am the account. The Cloud 360 is account, and Daud and Sri are contacts, because these two are my employees, and I company is buying a bike and giving that bike to Daud and Sri for business purpose. So payment is done by me, usage is done by Daud and Sri. So those are contacts. So now if any issue comes up, so David will contact the service, get it done, and then use it. Even service team wants to contact, then they don't contact Cloud 360 account. They'll contact the person. So who is the person, who is the contact here? Either Daud or Sri. But in your case, both you only. So when both account and contact are the same, then we call it as individual customer. When there is a company and under company there are contacts, there are employees, then we call it as business customer. Clear? Got it, right?
Yes.
So you are the account, you are the contact here in this case. So here Cloud 360 is account, Daud and Sri are contacts. Okay. Now let's go to the application and see the difference. So this is just example I am talking about. Okay. So like this, there will be many. Now let's say I'm going to Ramya came. Okay. I'm taking your name, Ramya. So you want to buy a product. Okay. Let's assume that this is a bike showroom related customer information. Okay. You want to fill the customer information here. So what do you fill here? You'll fill your name, right? Company name is Ramya. Account number. Do you have account number? I mean, company perspective. No. Do you maintain any site? You don't maintain, right? Type. So Ramya is, let's say, you came directly or customer direct or through lead you came or through some different partners or something like that. Okay. Let's say you came direct. You went directly to the showroom to buy a product. That's okay. Next, industry. So what does Ramya do? Industry. If you are in IT industry or engineering industry, you will put engineering industry. Okay. These are all industries, agriculture industry, apparel industry. In respect to Ramya, so let's say Ramya is working in engineering, okay, IT department, information technology department, whatever it is, all right, technology department. So it will be technology department for her, okay. So as per the existing values, I'm putting annual revenue, whether you want to give it or not, it's personal, no, right? Let's say, for example, you have given 10 lakhs as an annual revenue, okay. So for you, there won't be any establishment date because you are not the company, correct? You'll give annual revenue. Okay. And then come here, rating. For example, let's say rating here we'll consider as how keen you are to buy a product. Okay. Or your company's rating, anything. Okay. Let's say we'll just put something. You will give your phone number, right? When you fill this information. So do you have fax? An individual person will maintain a fax? No, right? They don't maintain. An individual person maintain a website. Ramya will maintain fax and website. Generally, I'm talking about, right?
No.
Ramya will not maintain fax. Ramya will not maintain no website. She will be having phone number, definitely. Website will not be there, and there won't be any ticker symbols or something. Okay, ownership. So is it a public private subsidiary? Because there won't be any ownership because you are an individual person, correct? This is also not there. As you are individual, do you have an employees? No, right? Some SIC code that also will licensing part of it. Okay, this also not there. Now coming to street, yes, you will be having no address, right? So we'll put something in the address. Okay, something I'm putting state AP India. Okay, and same thing goes to shipping also, for example. So here there is an option. You don't need to enter same thing again. So if your billing and shipping are same, you can just click here, then it will populate. See this one. Next, additional information, customer priority. Do you have any priority? So let's say you are buying a product and you have an high priority. Let's select high. SLA expiration date, number of locations, active. Let's say active, you can put. These two are not relevant to you. SLA serial number, upsell opportunity, all these are not relevant to you. Okay, as an individual, you don't have this no options. These are dummy fields, for example. And then description. This is valid. You can know, let's say want to buy Activa, Honda Activa. Okay, now let's see when individual person came. So Ramya came. So there are many fields here. See, parent account might be parent account not relevant, account number, account site, you know, estimate, establishment date, fax, website, ticker. All these fields are not relevant to Ramya, correct? Agreed or not? So when individual customer comes in, so these fields, these three, this one, these, all these are not relevant to that particular customer. But still, those are visible, correct? Am I making sense here?
Yes.
All these fields are not relevant to individual customer, but still they are there. Now, what is the issue if these many fields are there? What is the issue? Let's say how many fields you entered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 fields are relevant fields for individual customer. But how many fields are unvisible? So 4, 48, 9, 17, and then 20, 22, 27, 28 fields are there. Out of 28 fields, only relevant fields for individual customer is hardly 13, 14. So that means when a user tries to enter the information of the individual customer, he is seeing 50% more fields on the UI which are not at all relevant to him, which are not at all relevant to that particular customer. So now what happens in this case is, if you only see 10 fields and you are allowed to enter all the 10 fields, then it is easy, right? You just keep on entering and leaving. But when you are having 28 fields and you need to enter only 10 fields, that means always you go to these fields and see whether it is having or not, whether establishment date is not there, do he has fax, do they have website. You'll anyway read all these things and leave all these fields which are not relevant to you, and then save. So now the time taken to enter 12 fields which are on the UI, only 12 fields are there, you will entering only 12 fields, and you have 28 fields and you will enter 12 fields only. The time taking between these two will be very huge, and there will be a lot of confusion in what needs to be entered, what should not be entered, correct? So those type of issues will come. So that is where the that is where the record type comes. So let's finish this one. Okay, this is clear, right, for now? So I have entered some data and I'm saving it. Okay, I have an account, Ramya, individual account, and some information she has populated. Now let's go to another account. Okay, I'll give it Cloud 360 solutions. Now this is my account. Okay, this is company account I'm talking about. So it might have a parent account, right? So it can, there will be subsidiary accounts will be there. So one parent account will be there, and then some branches or some subsidiary accounts will be there. So it's relevant. So if it is there, then they'll select, otherwise not. The company account account number might be there, some serial number or something like that, right? And then site, yeah. So if I have a website, then I can put the site information also here, or maybe the location of the account, and then type. So let's say I am also a direct customer, and then industry. What is my industry? Mine is training. So let's see if training is here. If not, then I'll just put technology here. This is valuable. And then annual revenue, let's say I have 50 lakhs annual revenue. I don't have, but I'm just putting it. Okay, 50 lakhs. Right? Yeah. And then establishment date. So when did this established? Maybe May, for example. This new, right? So May 1st. This is establishment date. So this valid. So how many fields I entered here? Almost all. These are valid only, but I don't have the information, so I'm not putting. Now rating, let's say hot. Phone number, I have phone number. As a company, I will be having fax also, right? So I'll put fax, and website will also be there. So what would be the website? www.cloud360it.com, for example, right? Ticker symbol, I'm not sure what this general field. Ownership, is it private, public, no, subsidiary, other? So it's a private for me. Number of employees, let's say I have only 2 employees. SIC code, I don't know what this field is, but yeah. So if you feel like it's PAN number or TAN number, you can enter something here. And then street address, whatever address is there, right? Okay, so Karnool, code, AP, India, and then copy. Okay, so this is my institute address. Customer priority, let's say I want it high. SLA expiration, number of locations, I have only 1 location, and active customer, and these are not relevant to this also. Okay, buying 2 bikes for my employees. Okay, so this is my description. Now let's see how many fields I entered here, or how many fields I didn't enter. So one, this is actually valid field only, but I don't have data, so I'm not entering it. Or else, for example, I can enter parent account as Cloud 360 IT. Okay, and then site I didn't enter because I don't know. So website is already there, but not sure why there is another site field. Maybe the dummy field here, so I'm not entering. So almost all fields I entered here. Almost all fields I entered here, correct? And address information I entered here, and customer priority I entered. So SLA means service level agreement. These SLAs are related to the service point of view. Okay, so if you do service, let's say I gave bike to showroom, service center. So SLA will be 1 day. Within 1 day, he has to fix that issue and give it back to the customer. So like that, service level agreement is called SLA. So when you are into service projects, then you will be seeing a lot of SLA things and all. So here, so SLA is not required for me, correct? And SLA, yes or no, gold, silver partner, and SLA serial number, upsell. So these are 4 fields which I don't want, I haven't entered. But rest almost all fields I entered, correct? So when a company comes and tries to buy a product, and if they want to fill the company information, then almost they are filling everything other than these 4 SLA related things. Now tell me, this layout is comfortable for company perspective or individual perspective?
For company only.
For company.
For company, this is comfortable, and this layout is built for company perspective, where I'm able to fill almost all fields, correct? Almost all fields I am entering. Only the site, ticker, symbol, this SLA fields. Other than this, I am entering everything, right? Let me save it here. Now, do you find a difference here? So here, same layout is opening, correct? When you click on new, same thing is opening. Only difference here is if individual comes, he will not be able to fill all the data. If company comes, they are able to fill almost all the data, but still there are a couple of fields which are not relevant to him, correct? Now, what I want to do is, when an individual person comes in to buy a product, so he should see only the fields which are relevant to him or her, right? Like Ramya, when Ramya came here, so Ramya should not see this account number, parent account, site, this fax, website, ticker, all these fields which are not relevant to her, establishment date. These are all not relevant to Ramya or individual customer, correct? So I should not see all these fields. It's a nonsense kind of a thing for an individual customer when trying to enter the data. Okay, so when I say I should not see, that is not Ramya should not see. So Ramya is customer here. So the company who is running this bike showroom, those people should not see all this information, because so they will not be able to enter any information in these fields, right? Got it? So that is where this record type comes into picture. So what did I tell? Record types are used to differentiate page layouts. Let's read till here only. Record types are used to differentiate what? Page layouts. Now what I am saying is, so I'll create a record type and I will differentiate the layouts between individual account and corporate account or business account. So when I do record types, automatically these layouts will get changed. Now see, when I click on new, what is happening? I'm going to account. When I click on new, automatically page is coming up, correct? Let's go and create a record types. Got it, right? To explain you about record types, I have taken this example so that it is easy for you to understand. Okay, I have taken this example so that it is easy for you to understand the difference between the layouts, differentiating of a layout and the record type. Okay, let's go ahead and create record types. How do we create a record type? So I am trying to create a record type on account. So go to setup. So how do I create field or anything on the account? Where do I have option to create fields and all in the accounts or the accounts? Under customize, right? For custom objects, we'll go here into this create option for custom objects. For standard objects, we'll go into customize. In customize, go to accounts, click this accounts, and then you can see fields, validation rules, page layouts, and record types. Okay, page layouts and records. So first, as per the definition, it differentiates layouts. That means I need to have first layout. First, I need to create a layout and remove all the unnecessary fields from the layout. And then I'll go and create a record type. So first I'll go to layouts. Okay, I'll go to layouts. So as this is account, right? So there are some layouts already existing. Okay, don't bother about this. Let's create fresh new layouts. You can create, yesterday we discussed about the layout which is existing and we modified it. Correct? We just dragged and dropped some fields and removed and added some layouts and all. Now we'll create a new layout itself for ourselves. Okay. So click on new. What? Click on new. And then here existing page layout, select account layout. Okay. The one which is there, you can select because this has all the fields in the layout, right? So we'll select account layouts, page layout name. So let's say individual customer. Okay, your page layout name is individual customer. Leave out feed based layout. Forget about that. Don't worry. Save, or you can select also. It's up to you. Save. So now I have created one layout. Just cloned existing layout and added new name. Now for individual layout, what all fields are not necessary as per our discussion? Let's start with left. Account number not required, right? Account number and site are not required. Correct? I'll remove this account site, account number. Okay. Establishment date is not required. Correct? Here see. Compare here. For individual, there won't be establishment date. Remove. Come to right. Rating. Okay, we can keep. Phone we can keep. For individual, fax will not be there. So remove it. Website will not be there. So select and leave it on the top. Ticker symbol will not be there. Leave it. Select and leave it on the top. Ownership not required. Remove. Employees not required. Remove. SIC code not required. Remove. Okay.
We can also go through minus symbol also.
Which one?
For some fields, we can go through minus symbol also on the right side. Settings.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Not an issue. Minus is also there, or we can drag and drop. Okay. It's up to us. Okay. And then address, I want address information full. So every individual or company will have address, so we can keep it. And then SLA, I said for individual also SLA fields are not required, right? Number of locations will not be required. And then this all these fields will also be not, or else you can directly minus this whole section also. Whole section will not be available for you. Okay. So what I have for individual, some couple of fields on the first section, in the second section address fields, and total other section I removed. Okay. And I'll save. I'll say quick save. Now see, so when you created a record here, so it was like this, and now I have created a new layout. So let's save and go back. So individual customer layout got created. Now let's create another layout, because for record types, minimum 2 should be there. Minimum 2 record types should be there. Okay. One with one record type, it will not work. So similarly, we need to create minimum 2 layouts. Either we can create a new layout or we can use this layout also. So I have created one. For the corporate one, either we can create new or we can use this. But let's create new for our purpose. So again, I'll select account layout only, because all fields are there in this layout. So what do you want, business or customer, corporate? What do you like? Business customer.
Business.
Okay, business customer would be better. So business customer, layout name, save, and then you will redirect to the layout again. So here, as per company perspective, what fields are not relevant to them? Okay, let's remove those. So I think almost all we thought it's relevant. Let's take this one out. Ticker symbol, let's take this one. I didn't know. You can click a minus here. And then SIC code also I don't want to keep. I'm removing it. And then I'll move establishment date from here to here. Okay. And then address information I want to keep. And this additional information, I'll keep this customer priority. I will remove this SLA expiration. Okay, number of locations, let's it be there. And these three fields are not required. So I'll just remove. Either click on minus or drag and drop here. It's up to you. Okay. Remove. So this additional information section was total section was removed for individual. For company, I'm keeping it. So remember the changes. Okay. Now save it. Done, right? Now we are good with two layouts. So individual layout has only fields related to individual customer. Business customer layout has all the fields related to the business customer, right? First step is done. So what are the steps? First, create page layouts. Okay. Create or update. It's up to us. Create or update page layouts. First step. Okay. Then I'm done with the layouts. Now what I thought, I want to differentiate the layouts using record types. Now I created these two layouts. Now if I go into account, click on new. So will it impact? See, what I'm seeing, still I'm seeing the existing one only. Ticker symbol is there, SIC is there, right? And then all these SLA fields, all these are still there. So the layout is not getting assigned. Got it, right? So either we are not getting individual layout, we are not getting business layout also. In the business layout, I have removed all these three and I removed ticker and SIC. But still I'm seeing an individual layout, almost most of the fields I removed, but still I'm not seeing individual layout here. Correct? I'm still seeing the old layout. Whatever was there, I'm still seeing that. Now what to do is I need to create a record types to differentiate it. Okay. Let's go to accounts. Accounts. Scroll down. You will see record types here. This is page layouts. Scroll down. You will see record types. Click on record types. Okay. On account. So click on new account record type. Click new. Okay. Now, as there are no other record types, so this will be blank. Record type label, let's say individual customer. Okay. Same name I am giving. Copy and make sure this is active. Okay. If you want to write a description, you can write it. Otherwise, it's up to you. Okay. Give the label. Scroll down. So make available should be true. Checked it. Okay. By default, it will be true. For the second time, it will not be. Okay. Just make sure it is selected. Okay. So these are our profiles. We'll discuss when we talk about profiles on Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay. Let's click on next. And then so here apply one layout for to all profiles. So let this be available like this only. Don't change it. And so for individual customer, what is the layout I created? Page layout. What page layout I have? I have individual customer layout, right? So this is record type and I have layout. So I'm selecting individual customer layout. Okay. For all users, this layout will come up. Individual layout is selected. Okay. Just select that relevant layout to this record type and then save. Okay, your record type is ready. One is done. Let's go again. See, individual customer is created. Now I'll create another one. So what is the other one we want to create? Business customer, right?
Business.
Click new. Here again, we'll click master only. Business customer. Okay. So for the second time, for the first record type, it was by default active because you should have at least first one and then two. Minimum you have to have two, but first one will be active by default. Okay. So make it active. When you create two or more, then you have to make it active here and then make available here. Click on this one, on the top one. So it will be available for all, active and make available. Okay. Then scroll down, click next. Okay. Here, apply one layout to all profiles. Here, what I need to select now?
Business.
My record type is business customer. So I'll select business customer layout. Okay. Got it? Scroll down. Save. So now I have two record types. Okay, just create and leave it for now. So we will discuss about this in some time. So go back to custom account. Both record types you created, both are active, right? Now we are good to go. Just create a record type, just gave name and selected the layout, which one is relevant to that record type and saved it. Let's go to account now. So what was happening when I click on new here earlier? What was happening? It was opening up layout directly, correct? Like let's say the lead, for example. When I click on new, what happens? It will open up layout directly, right? Now, when you have record types on an object, when you click on new, layout will not open directly. When you click on new, layout will not open. So let's see. When you click on new, so first it will show you record type option. Okay, see individual customer or business customer. These are the two record types we created. Now what it is doing here is, so system is stopping on the first step and asking what type of customer you are trying to create. Let's say Ramya came to showroom. So when she came to showroom, she is asking for a bike, a Honda Activa. So by looking at her or by taking some information, so the showroom guy decided that okay, Ramya is an individual customer. She is not a company. Now he will decide here itself whether the customer who came is individual customer or business customer. Okay, he will take confirmation, and then if Ramya is coming or Manasa is coming, for example, let's take Manasa now. So if Manasa is coming, then he will decide, okay, you are an individual customer. So he will select individual customer here. Okay, and then when he clicks on, he or she clicks on continue, then see here, individual layout will be assigned. Individual layout is assigned to individual customer record type, right? So that layout will open. Now, if you see here, what fields are there? Fields which are relevant to individual customer are showing up here. So there is no establishment date. There is no fax, website, ticker, SIC code or SLA fields. Nothing is showing up, correct? Agreed? Now, I want to enter Mansa information. Mansa. Okay, parent account, if you have, we can keep it, otherwise not. Type, let's say direct. Revenue, oh, industry is here, right? Okay, revenue, let's say 20 lakhs. And then rating, whether we want to keep it or not. Phone number, everyone will have, right? Industry, let's say engineering industry or entertainment or engineering, right? And then address, you will enter some address, correct? Copy. and then description. If you want to give some description, you will give enter. Now see what is the difference. Earlier when I was creating Ramya record without record types, I was seeing all these fields which are not relevant to me. Correct? Now what is happening? I am seeing all the fields which are relevant to me and I am entering only those fields and saving it. Have you seen the difference between without record types and with record types? Now let's go to business. Okay. So this is individual. Now let's create a business customer. Click new. Here, let's say Cloud 360 came. So he'll select business customer. When I go to showroom, I say I want 2 bikes for my employees. Then he decide, okay, he's a business customer, right? Or I'll also tell I'm a business customer. I want to buy two bikes for my company. Then he'll think, okay, he's business customer. So record type is selected as business customer here and click continue. See here, the difference. I can see annual revenue. I can see site, correct? I can see fax, website. I have removed this sticker symbol, SIC code. See here, establishment date was here and I moved it to here, right? And then this SLA fields I removed. So there is a difference here also, right? For business customer also, whatever fields are not relevant, I have removed. So I'll enter the information here, okay? And I'll complete the data. So whatever relevant information is there, right? I'll select all those things. Okay, I'll enter some information. I'm entering some information, okay? And same thing you can enter here, website. Okay, it's private and the number of employees, let's say 5. Establishment date is May 1st, annual revenue 50 lakhs. Okay, you put some address, customer priority, number of locations 1, active, yes, and save. So this I'm not giving, that's fine. So let's save. Now, did you see the difference between the individual layout and individual customer and business customer? Have you seen?
Yes, sir.
Seen,
Yes.
right?
The
Yes,
number
sir.
of fields.
What is the difference here? The number of fields which are not relevant to individual, we have removed and we have assigned that layout to that particular record type. And for business, what fields are relevant, we kept only relevant fields and removed that unnecessary fields and created a record type and showing it here, right? So that is the different, that is the record type. So record types are used to differentiate page layouts. Now when you click on individual, what is coming, and when you click on business, you are seeing, right? When I click on individual record type, so this is record type, I'll see only fields related to individual, right? If I click on business customer, then I'll see fields related to business customer. So that means there are 2 different layouts, one for individual and one for business, and these 2 layouts are differentiated by what? By record type. So upfront, it is asking you to select the record type. Here only it is stopping you to select the record type. If you select a proper record type, then you will be navigated to that particular layout only, which is relevant to that particular customer. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? So why I have taken account? Because this is very comfortable and very easy to understand. Okay, that is the reason I came to account. So we can create these record types on any object. Only thing is you should have a proper example for it. Then you can do it. Okay. This is a record type on the layouts. Next topic is what? Pick list. So record types are used to differentiate page layouts and what? Pick list values also. Now, how does it work? Let's take something. Individual customer. Okay, I'm in individual customer now. So what is the pick list we have? Industry. Let's take industry. Now, how many industries are here? There are many. So industry, let's consider industry as a company industry and also employees working industry, for example. Okay, so here let's see all these values: agriculture, apparel, banking, biotechnology, chemical, communication, construction, consulting. All these are industrial values, pick list values. Correct. Now when individual comes, so let's say they'll be doing job, right? They'll do job or they'll be do their own business. He's the only person or she's the only person and they do business for themselves, and they'll do the job also. Anyone, I think, let's assume. Now for an individual, let's say agriculture department is not valid. Okay, maybe yeah, farmers will use, right? So let's keep agriculture. So this apparel, for example, for individual, when an individual customer record is creating, let's say apparel is not a valid field for him, a valid value for an individual customer. So there won't be some job or business doing on this apparel, but still he's seeing here, correct? And then let's assume some more here. So energy. So if for individual, apparel and energy are not required fields here, required values here. Okay, you don't want to see apparel and energy pick list values when individual customer data you are trying to create. Okay, understand it. And then what all fields? Government will be there, healthcare, hospitality, insurance, machinery. Let's say manufacturing. So manufacturing is also not a valid pick list value. Okay, so I'm putting here create record types assign page layouts. Okay, the second step. Now pick list. For individual customer on industry, apparel, energy. What is the other field we thought? Machinery or manufacturing. Okay, so what I'm thinking is for individual customer, when an individual customer comes and try to create an account, so these three values are not relevant to individual. Okay, this example I'm taking: apparel, energy, and manufacturing. These three fields are pick list values are not relevant. I don't want to see these values when individual customer comes in. So I want to remove these values. Okay, same thing where for business customer. So what do you want to remove? Let me check here. Okay, business customers. I don't want government, for example. I don't want government. Okay, and I don't want to see these chemicals. Chemicals and government are not valid. Okay, I'm just randomly picking it. It's not business case. Okay, I'm just randomly picking some values to be removed. What? Government, chemical. So what I'm trying to say here is when an individual customer comes in on the industry field, that customer should not see these values. Okay, so these are not valid for that customer, individual customer. And similarly for business customer, government and chemical are not valid. So when I come to business customer record type, these two values should not show up. Okay, similarly, let's take another field, rating. For individual, I don't want hot rating, I don't want. Okay, so rating hot is not valid. Okay, so for business, let's say rating cold is not required. Okay, so for rating hot is not valid for individual, cold is not valid for business. Okay, this is my difference. Got it? So I'm trying to differentiate the pick list values between individual and business. Okay, let's go to again setup, go to customize, go to accounts, and then record types. Go to record types. So you have created new record type, right? Now you have both in business record type and individual customer record type. Let's go to individual record type first. Click on this link. Then you are in individual customer. So you have the name, active and all. So below this customer main details, there are some fields here showing up, correct? So what are all these fields are? These are all pick list fields. So pick list available for editing. So these are all fields of account which are only type of pick list. It will show only pick list fields here. So that is where the definition says record types are used to differentiate page layouts and pick list values. Pick list values. So now what we thought? So for individual customer, what we thought? We thought of removing apparel, energy and manufacturing values from industry field, correct? So you are seeing all the pick list values fields here. So you have industry here, correct? Can you hear me?
Yes.
So you have industry
Yes,
here.
sir.
Yeah, so you have industry here. Click edit beside this industry. Then you'll come to a section or a page where, see, this is industry field, record type is individual customer, and there are two sections here, right? Available values, selected values. Available and selected. Now selected values means all these values are showing up on the UI for you. Okay, now if you want to remove any value, right? So let's say as I discussed, we want to remove apparel from individual layout, right? So select and then click on remove here. So then this value will become available value, and if you want to add again, you can add it anytime. Okay, but in selected value it is not there. So I removed apparel and I thought of removing energy, correct? Select and remove. And then I thought of removing manufacturing, select and remove. So from individual customer record type, for individual customer record type, I have removed these three values: apparel, energy and manufacturing, right? Just remove and save. Now go back. So industry is done. What is the next field? Rating. So what I thought, for individual customer, I don't want hot rating to be shown. So select hot and remove, then save. Okay, so this is what done. Now let's go and see. Go to accounts, click new. I did changes for individual layout, right? Individual customer. So individual customer, continue. So what did I do for individual customer on the rating? What did I remove?
Hot.
I removed hot. So if you come here on rating and click here, so you will see only warm and cold. Right? You will see only warm and cold. In industry, if you come, agriculture is there, apparel is not there. Education, electronics is there, energy is not there, right? See here, 4 values are there. And then come to manufacturing, machinery is there, manufacturing is not. Okay. Now let's go back. Industry is done. I mean, individual is done. Now let's go to business. Inside the business record type, for industry, what I thought not valid. I thought chemicals is not valid, right? And what one? Which one? Government is not valid. Chemical and government. So select whichever is not valid and then remove. It will go here. Okay, save. Okay, industry is done. For rating, what I thought is not valid. For rating, for business, cold is not valid. So I just removed it and saved it. Okay, now I'm done with the business customer. Now let's go and see the difference. Click new, go to business customer, continue. So rating, what happened? Hot and warm is coming. Cold is not coming. So for business customer, hot and warm is coming up. For individual customer, warm and cold is coming. So can you see the difference between the record pick list values now? Actually, there were 3. So what I did there were 3 values. For individual, sorry, for individual, I kept warm and cold. And for business, I kept hot and warm. Can you see the difference in the pick list values now?
Yes, sir.
Let me open both side by side. So I'm selecting individual here. See here, what I'm seeing, warm and cold. This is individual. So this is business. What I'm seeing, hot and warm. Hot and warm, warm and cold. Here hot is not there. Here cold is not there. Same field, right? Rating is the same field. There is no difference in the field. From the same field only, if business customer coming in, so I'm showing different values. If individual customer is coming in, I'm showing different values. Similarly, industry also. For business customers, I'm not showing chemicals option here and government option here for business customers. For individual customers, I'm not showing apparel. I'm not showing, chemical is showing here. See, for individuals, chemical is there. So there is no energy here, but government is there. Got it, right? So that is the differentiation of pick list values. So record types are used to differentiate page layouts. Record types are used to differentiate what? Pick list values. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Any questions on this one?
No, sir.
Yeah.
Great.
What is the use of this rating hot, cold, and warm?
So this is actually a standard object, Kiriti. So they have given all these fields by default. Okay.
Okay.
So what
Yeah.
does so the meaning might be the customer, whether he is hot customer, cold or warm customer, means like whether how big that customer is. Whether hot customer, for example, Reliance Jio is a hot customer, so they'll sell a lot of business, they'll do a lot of business. Okay, and if he comes to buy a product, so if I set it as hot, that means he will definitely buy it.
Okay.
Okay, when I set warm, so it's no go or no go, whether you buy it or not sure. When you say cold, that means okay, he just came and visited us to buy a bike, but not sure whether he buys it or not. Kind of that kind of example. Okay.
Okay.
So
Got
it depends on like whether he's going to buy or not buy or doesn't buy. So as per the
Okay.
rating, the team will follow up. if the customer is with hot rating, then the bike showroom guys will be there, right? They'll keep on calling them, try to get it done as soon as possible. If the customer is cold, so they'll think, okay, so this guy just came for a time pass and then inquired something and then left. Okay, like that. According to this, they'll do some analysis, but not.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So that's the difference between pick list values and page layouts. Got it? Any questions on this one?
No.
No questions? Okay. Okay, let me add one more point here. So now these pick list values are already existing, right? You created you differentiated these pick list values and created record types and differentiated pick list values. Let's say you already have a record type now. On the account, you already have a record type. You have pick list fields. Now, as per the business scenarios, you want to create one more pick list value in the industry field. Okay, you want to create one more pick list value in it. So how do you create a pick list value on a field? So go to customize, go to accounts, go to fields, right? Inside this field, go to this industry field. So this is account is a standard object and there are all standard fields here. Okay, let's assume industry. Okay, so these are all the existing pick list values. Okay, now I want to create one new value. Let's say information technology, which is not here. Okay, information technology. I want to add one more pick list value to the existing field. Okay, what happens in this case when you have record type is when you click on new, IT, I'll just put IT. Okay, information technology. So when you add a new pick list value, then it will ask you to add this value in business customer or individual customer. So here to see, to add the new value to the pick list values for a particular record type, check the appropriate boxes below. Now this is a new pick list value. Now you need to decide this value is applicable for business customer or individual customer or both. If you select this one, this IT value will be automatically added to the record types. Okay, let's say. Got it, right? So when you add a new pick list value, you need to make sure this value is for which record type. Okay, if it is applicable only for business, select only business. If it is applicable for individual also, select, or only individual, select like this. Okay, so let's assume this value is available for both, then save. Now I added what? IT. Now if I go into account, click new, click individual, select individual customer and continue. Then this IT will come up here because I added IT to the individual record type and business record type. See here, IT is coming up, right? Let's go to business customer. Industry, IT is coming, right? So I added this value to both the record types, so it is coming. Now let's go and create one more value. So what value? Finance, everything is there, right? Let's say farmer, for example. I'm just giving some value. Don't go by this name. Okay, farmer. Now farmer, I think this is only for individual, not for business, as per my understanding. Okay, I want this farmer value to be only available for individual, but not for business. Okay, now I'll save it. Now what happens? Can someone tell me what happens now? So when I click on new, Select
Former
individual.
schedule
It is only applicable for individual.
Yes. So if you go to individual, now I'm in individual. If you go here and industry, I can see farmer here. Okay. But when I go into business, here you will not see farmer. Correct? Only IT is there. The reason is the pick list value, I said it is applicable to only individual but not business. Correct? So it is coming only into the individual. Now later, for example, let's assume that okay, later company has decided that farmer is also should come into business. Farmer also should come into the business record type. Then what I need to do? Farmer is also a valid industry for business also. Okay. Then what I need to do? I have to go to record types. I have to go to record types, right? And then go to business customer, right? Which field is farmer added for? Industry. Go to industry, and then that farmer will be in the available values section here. In the available values section, select and add. Later, if you want to add, you can add. If you want to remove, you can remove. You can save. Now you have added farmer to business also. Now if you go here and select a business, continue, then you will see farmer option here. Got it? So whenever, if you have existing values, you can differentiate it. But when you create a new value on the existing pick list field, then you have an option to choose whether this value is for which record type. You will select that record type and save it. For example, now as per the business, it is applicable for only one record type and not for other. Later they can change it, right? So make this field also to be a value to be available for other record type also. Then you have to go to that record type and then the pick list field and then add it. Available values will be there and you can add it. So field is same. See, industry field is, we have only one field, industry or rating. What we are trying to differentiate here is through record types. I am trying to differentiate what values customer, business customer should see, what values individual customer should see. Just like page layout. Okay. Got it? So record types are used to differentiate what? It is used to differentiate page layouts and pick list values. Got it? Any questions on
Yes,
this
sir.
one?
No, sir.
Good. Now, where can we apply this one? So you can apply an opportunity also. When you click on new individual opportunity or customer or business opportunity and remove these values for some, for individual, keep some fields, remove some fields. Okay, try to do on account and try to do on leads. If you want, lead is the best option. So lead also will have lot of fields which are not relevant to individual customer, and this number of employees or rating, a title, email, fax, website. So I explained it on accounts, right? Go and do it on leads. Differentiate the layouts, differentiate the pick list values. Okay, like that you do. And in our business case, education system, what we can do? Admissions, for example. Let's assume on I'm giving you scenario. Okay, let's create a record type on admissions. Create a record type on admission object. Okay, so Admission will be lower class, right? Upper class. So I want lower class and upper class, two options. So if any lower class means up to 1 to 5. Okay, 1 to 5. Upper class means 6 to 10. Okay, what I want here is for lower class, previous school and discount should not be applicable. Okay, for upper class, previous school is mandatory. Okay, discount is allowed. Okay, and then let's put like this. So this is how you'll get the requirements. Okay, this is how you'll get the requirement, and you have to understand and then do it. For lower class, class, what do we have here? Class selection, right? Okay, so that's okay, we can leave it. And grade, previous grade also not required. Okay, previous school, previous school class grade. Okay, these three are not required, and here it is mandatory. Previous school, previous class grade is mandatory, and discount is allowed. Okay, these two field layout changes. Okay, and then what all the pick list values we have? Only one pick list value is there. So create some pick list field here. Subjects. Oh, not subjects. So admission time. What do we have? Okay, so let create one field. Okay, create one field called installments. Payment installments. Payment installments. Okay, put value as pick list. Okay, I'll put it here on. Create one pick list field called payment installments. Okay, values. Pick list values are okay, monthly, quarterly, of yearly. Okay, so put these four values: monthly, quarterly, half yearly, and yearly. For lower class, okay, for lower class, payment installment should have only half year and yearly. Okay, for lower class, only this should be available. For upper class, all should be available. Okay, All should be available. Okay, let's do this one. Got it, right? So on the admission object, now first wanted you to do admission object will be having only one layout. First you need to create two layouts. Okay, lower class layout and upper class layout, or existing layout you can modify. One layout you can modify and then you can create the other layout. So what I want here is, for lower class, I don't want to see this previous school discount and previous class grade. And payment installment field, create new field, and now have only half yearly and yearly. Okay. Then for upper class, class 6 to 10. So for upper class, previous school, previous class grade is mandatory. See here, I am saying it's mandatory, and discount field should be visible. Discount is allowed. And then payment installments, all four should be there. So now with this, you will change you will create a layouts and you will differentiate the pick list values also. Okay. So try to do this. So you have a lot of time over the weekend. Okay. So try to do this and come back. Any questions on this requirement? Any question on this one?
No, sir.
Clear, right? Everyone has what? Admission object. Correct? So go ahead and try
Yes.
to do this. Okay. So when you do this, you'll get a more clarity, and we can discuss about this in lighting tomorrow. Okay. And not only this one, you can do anything, any object you can take. And if you have a scenario, business scenario, you want to explore, you can explore. On the students, if you want to do lower class students, upper class students, same thing you can do. Some fields remove, some fields add, some values remove. Okay. And then in books also you can have different types of books, right? Magazines will be there, study books will be there, general knowledge books will be there. Okay. Like that, for book specific, whatever fields you want to say, you can put those. Okay. Clear, right? On students also, you'll subjects will be different for higher class and lower class, right? Subjects. So for higher class, you have maths, English, science, social. So for lower class, social is not there, science is not there, or extra subjects will be there, playing subjects, or ECS. There are many subjects are there, right? So these days, there are a lot of subjects adding for lower and upper. So those things also you can differentiate here. Got it?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So try with admission, go with student, go with books, wherever you want to try and create. Even teachers also, lower class teachers, upper class teachers, like that. So in this example, this is how it works. Okay. For example, in recruitment app. So what will be their jobs? So what type of jobs will be there? Two jobs, IT job, non-IT job, or manufacturing job, or something like that. So IT job will have IT specific fields here. Non-IT job, you will have non-IT specific fields here. Right? Some qualification details might be different. Some fields will be different. Experience will be different. Something like that. We can differentiate. Okay. Like this, we can apply this record types option in multiple different objects according to our understanding. You need to understand the concept, and then accordingly you will apply that. Okay. So how does this happen in companies? So you will not decide what to do, right? So you will get a requirement. They say, okay, so I need, I should not see these fields on this, when this type of customer comes. I should not see these fields or these values when this type of person is coming in. So then you will decide, okay, if there are two different views, there are one field, two different values to be shown, then we'll go for a record type. Okay. So with that said, so go ahead and do this, practice this one. I'll upload the video now. I think yesterday, I'm not sure whether I did it or not. So I'll upload everything today. Go ahead and practice and let me know. So do the roll-up summaries, do layout changes, do these record types over the weekend. And Monday we'll discuss about these things. and then we'll go forward. And Monday, I'm giving an option for you guys. If you have any questions in the old classes or anything, if you want, you can ask, or a Sunday session also, you can come and ask. Okay. It will be 2 hours or 2.5 hour session on Sunday. I'll be explaining the existing whatever classes I have given so far, right? On a high level, I'll tell them so that they'll get some clarity. And anyone wants to join, missed any class, wants to join and listen, you can always listen to that class on Sunday. Okay, so open for questions or doubts. If no, then we can end the class.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so if no questions, then we can end the class. So come up, create these things and
Sir,
come up.
I'm having issue in admission.
What issue you have?
I have created a field pending amount, but it is not showing in admission.
You created a field pending amount. So what is that field type? Is it a formula or
Formula.
So formula field will not be shown on the UI. Okay. So admission, right? So you have created a pending amount field, correct? So
Yeah.
when you are in new, it will not show. Here it
It
will
is
not
not
show.
in detail page.
In detail also not showing.
Yeah.
Can you share your screen? You are on the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and share. Guys, those who want to stay, you can stay, or else you can leave. Let me give access to you. Yeah, I have given access, Rahul. You can share it. So remember, guys, if you practice, you'll get n number of questions. If you don't practice, you'll feel okay, everything you got, but you'll not be able to cope up with these changes. Okay, so where is your pending amount field?
Pending amount.
Okay, so it's a formula field, pending amount you have created. Now come to the layout. This is admission object, right? Okay, come to the layout. The other one. Okay, open one. So it is not coming. So that means you have removed the field from the layout. Scroll up, scroll up. So there on the, you have edit, delete, clone buttons, right?
Yeah.
Right side, there is a blue color edit layout is there. Click on that, edit layout. Right side. Not a, but not button. Yeah, that one. Click on that. So you have created a field, but it's not showing, no, pending amount is there, no? Click. Scroll down. Oh, pending amount is there. Yeah, so click on settings. Yeah, click on that gear icon on that field, right side. Scroll up. Read only. Okay, required. Cancel. So you have the field, but you are not seeing on the layout. Okay. Yeah, cancel it. So layout is not an issue. Open again. So you, okay. So what you have done is you have created a field, but you didn't give access to anyone, I think. So what you need to do is scroll up, go to setup. So this topic we'll discuss on Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, click on setup on the top, or yeah, go to fields. Better to fields. Scroll down. Click on pending amount field. Yeah, link. So pending amount, scroll down, you are saying final amount minus amount paid. Okay, done. So on the top, there is no field option called set field level security, right? Click on that. Scroll down. Scroll down, scroll down. Yeah, see here, your profile is system administrator, last but one, right?
Yeah.
So just select that checkbox, visible. Select checkbox, scroll up. So visible, read only. So what you did is you are not allowing this field to be visible to system administrator. So that's where it is not showing. Now save it. Come back to the other tab on the top. Yeah, now open it. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you are saying. So this is security point of view, profile concept. So which we'll discuss on Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay.
Okay.
So when you create a field, make sure you select all profiles.
Okay.
For now. Later we'll see. Okay. How to
Okay.
apply security here.
Yeah.
Got it right?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So guys, 3 things you need to understand. So when you are creating a field or you are not able to see on the UI, first thing you need to check whether that field is on the layout or not, right? If it is not there on the layout, add it. And then the second one, you need to see whether the permission is there or not to the field. Okay. If you don't give permission, then it will not visible. So that we'll see the permission concept on Tuesday or Wednesday. Once we are good with this record types and all on Monday, we'll move into Lightning on Monday and discuss about Lightning's view, how to create and all. And then we'll go into the profile concept. Now, before profiles, we have validation rules also. We have to complete that. So maybe profiles will come on Thursday or Friday. So we'll discuss about validations and then go into that particular part. Okay. Perfect. Good. Rahul, you are practicing. Yeah, I hope everyone is practicing, guys. Yeah, if no questions, then we can end the class and I will connect back on Monday. And people who wants to join on Sunday, you can join. I'll let you know the timings. Okay. If no questions, doubts, we'll end the class. Thank you all. Bye. Take care. Have a good day.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Same to you.
Thank you. Bye.